Bhajahure manam Sri Nanda Nandanaya Bhaya Charanara Bindare Bhajahure manam Sri Nanda Nandanaya Bhaya Charanara Bindare.
The association.
The spiritual master is not a limited thing. We must not fix limitation in him. Spiritual master, I find in a figure, or in Vaishnava, but at the same time it has been told that he is God himself. That aspect we should not ignore. It's one who can know who is his well-wisher. If we know it properly, what is well, and who is my well-wisher, if I understand that. So the spiritual master may come through, may approach me by various lights and aspects. Spiritual master. But our Guru Maharaj used to see in a small incident, Bhaktivinoda Thakur came. I could not understand him. In many incidents, he used to look like that. Bhaktivinoda Thakur came to me. Through him, but I could not take him. That is, always in search of his master. The bona fide disciple is always living in the association of his master. And the master also cannot be idle without giving response to the bona fide disciple. So in many ways, in many instances, he may come to help us. It is also possible. So that the Guru, we want to go to Guru to confine in a visual mind, high experience cage. What I know about Guru, Guru is he. All Guru is a particular servitor of him. But still it is in that Guru is he. High message is Guru to all. That instructions of Krishna may not be ignored. And also, if the yogis, they can come hither and there to meet their objects, and the Vaishnava also, by the will of God, they can also go here and there in many ways to help. So we must have some expensive, infinite idea about our Guru. Not a limited thing. But in different, with different provincial interest, in the different aspects, he will come to help to me. If I am sincere, my guardian's eye is always vigilant over my head. Over my head. He cannot forget me, his child. If I have got real interest in him, he, on the other hand, must have corresponding interest in me. Cannot but be. So, after all, nahi kalyan kaschid durgatin. If you are pure, the nature won't commit any mistake. Environment is not going to commit any mistake or be jealous to your progress. He is watching eye over you always. Mind your own lesson, oil your own machine. And he is there. He is there. The mind is, a true disciple's mind is always living in relativity of his Gurudev. So we found here and there in many places, oh, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, I could not do it. Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti, always got a constant connection of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He lived. One disciple came, Bhagavatananda from Puri. Only a year or two perhaps he lived and he passed away. Prabhupada began to cry. He wrote one article in Gauriya Titiya Bhagavatananda. A math was established in his birthplace, Bhagavatananda Math in Midnapur. And Prabhupada, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, I could not understand. Profusely he was shedding tears. As I told several times, that there was one barrister, Mr. Norton, in Calcutta High Court. Our Aurobindo absconded. And he wrote under disguise some article. And not on finding his writings, no, here is Mr. Ghosh. He went to test, where is Aurobindo? This article, it cannot be, but that was Mr. Ghosh. So, inquired. Inquired the office of this magazine. Where he has got this article. So there he would find the clue where Mr. Ghosh is living.
So the Bapu and Vani is unlimited in living.
Yes, the Bapu should be eliminated. Mami also may be Bapu on the form of word. It was published in Gauriya, but I had some objection to that. The Vani means a sound Bapu. Bapu means this practical life, they took it. And Vani, that it is said that what I say, you take it, but what I do, don't take it. It is something like that. Bapu and Vani, they meant like that. What he does, don't go to imitate. But what he says, what his advice, they accept that. What is that sloka in Bhagavatam? Ishvaranam vachasvattam tasaiva charitam kvachit teshan jat svagachu juktam buddhimang stat samacharit. Those that are great, their advices are always reliable. Vachasvattam tasaiva acharitam kvachit. But their practices are not always to be accepted. Acharitam kvachit teshan jat svagachu juktam. Which is the practices which is combined, supported by his advice. that should be acceptable to the intelligent section. Because he is Paramhamsa. But for a particular reason, he is old. So, suppose in Ekadashi day he takes something. So the another one, when he takes something, then we must take. If we are able to fast completely, why do we do? He is taking. So, he is not feeling well. Just as Mahaprabhu told to Haridas, you are now old, you decrease your sankha. Sankha alpa karo. Haridas would say, I cannot fulfill my nirdishta sankha, but I fixed that every day I shall take 3 lakh naam, 3 lakhs of names. I can't fulfill. Oh, why 3 lakhs? Now you are old. You minimize your standard. So according to one's own necessity, a man of higher position, his practices, daily practices may be a little slackened. But that should not be taken into account by an ordinary disciple. His instructions always take, and the practices, only those are combined with instruction, that he would take. So, what I told, from what point?
Bani Bapu.
Bani Bapu. So Bani means advice. But Bani Tattva, one may say something in the meeting, but he may not be so. Then you will accept his Bani and not Bapu, not practice, but his words, the Buddhist. But there we may find many where in the meeting he will say something, but he is not sticking to that sincerely. Then what to do? Bani is also not acceptable always. Bani. So Bani is also Bapu. If we want to analyze more finely, then we'll find that Bani also Bapu. Externally Bani is delivered in some way, but internally he may think someone. And generally hypocrites do that. They say something and they do another thing. Not only being, even in sincerity they are lacking. Bani Bapu. It is very difficult to understand the inner man by bombastic expressions and lectures. One cannot be great. The inner personality, to understand it is difficult. The inner man, not the imitation, can be in practice as well as can be in words and expressions and lectures also. Imitation may be. But the man within, that is different. So we must be very alert on the sweet words to do. Sweet words, the soul, the sweetness of the sound, that is not kirtan. One who can chant Krishna Naam very sweetly, very touching, satisfying the ear. There are so many in this area. They can chant very sweetly, the kirtan. But that sur, that sound, sweetness of the sound, that is not Krishna himself. It is something else. This Ramdas Babaji, he used to take name Krishna and tears running from, and through the nose also liquid things are coming, and two sides to two men with some piece of cloth, always removing them, and he's shivering like anything. But Nitai goes, Nitai Radha goes, that false thing is madly chanted, and so many many of the audience chant how he's taking the name. He's shivering, he's shedding tears, and so many things. Lost his senses outside the world, all these things. But nisarga pichchida shanti tadadhyasa pari sapta bhasa vinapus kampatsa pulakadaya. What a sound! This Bapu and this Bani. The Bani is coming and the Bapu is shivering. But still, that is dismissed as offenses against the Vaikuntama. Because other conducts and also the false knowledge, false conception of the tattva, ontology. Nitai is Radha. If Nitai is Radha, we have to cancel all Sanatana Goswami and this Narottam Thakur and so many others, Bhaktivinoda Thakur and so many others. And he is dancing and chanting and weeping and showing so many feats.
Maharaj, it seems like a symptom of Kali Yuga that everyone limits, even in other societies besides the Gaudiya Math, everyone limits their guru to Vapu and Vani. Everyone has a limited conception of guru.
The object of worship is not in that. That of object of worship and no that of guru in the world. A Gunda has also his guru. What is guru? Joja Saddha Sai Vasa, Bhagavad Gita. The worshippers of many gods, they are Saddha. But the very Saddha to be analyzed and seen what type of Saddha. And that type of Guru and that type of Devda. It is everywhere. Satyaksha Suddhim Paramatma Bhakti. This खाद के की वाले आगे बोलेंगे
की शब्द में
भेजाओ ताकि की बोलेंगे adulteration, that is what we are, what are our real necessity. That is to be found. I am not this body, if I am this body, or I am this subtle mind, or I am only this soul, a part of Brahmaloka. So many different stages of thinking. By the elimination কেশব তুয়া জগত বিচিত্র, তুয়া পদ বিস্মৃতি আমর যন্ত্রণা, ক্লেশ দহনে দহি যায়, কপিল পতঞ্জলি গৌতম কনভোজি, জৈমিনী বৌদ্ধ আর্য ধাই। তব কই নিজ মতে ভুক্তি মুক্তি যাচত, পাতই নানাবিধ ফাঁদ, সো সব বহুমুখ তুয়া, সো সবু তুয়া ভক্তি বহির্মুখ, সো সবু বঞ্চক তুয়া ভক্তি বহির্মুখ, ঘটাই বিষম পরমাদ। বহির্মুখ বঞ্চনে ভটসু সব, নিরমিদ বিবিধ প্রসাদ, দণ্ডবত দূরত ভকতি বিনোদ বেল, ভকত চরণ করি সার। By the help of Guru and our Shraddha, we are eliminate so many tempting offerings will come to us from different directions. It is the truth. It is the truth. In this way, with their own pasara, that is selling pot, they will come. Oh, you want this? This is a very good thing. And many canvassers will come and represent their things, dolls. So we have to eliminate through Shraddha. Sukriti and the Shraddha will help us to eliminate all the outer demands of the outer coating of our existence. And the inner soul, he will be able to recognize, this is what I want. And this way the elimination will go. And one who can understand that thing, and what is gold and what is all the glittering things that are not gold, in this way to understand. And that is the beginning, and the very beginning of Gauriya Math. Tanno, tanno, tanno. This is not, this is not, this is not. Neti, neti. It is not, it is not, it is not, in this way. But in this way, there is infinite possibility. So through Shraddha, that gun, so-called Chariya Bhai Shraddha, there is the faith. Faith in Krishna. Faith in Krishna consciousness, that is elimination mostly of bhakti, mukti, and vidhi bhakti. All sorts of exploiting tendency and all sorts of renunciation tendency, avoiding tendency. And then also this the service under restriction, raga bhakti, that is natural, that is sincere, non-artificial. We have appreciation for that. Mahaprabhu came to give that, and Srimad Bhagavatam has recommended that. We have to understand our thing. What is our need? What you say that we may be fallible at every strata. So our knowledge is no knowledge. That is in Bhagavatam, in Narad Goswami's Upadesh, Gaudavi Gaul, no rivaspadam, Bhata Hato no rivaspadam. The wind-hunted boat, sometimes leaving this side, that side, that side, Bhata Hato no rivaspadam. Uncertain position. Uncertain position. Wherever the wind blows, the boat is running carried by that. Any chance from any direction coming and swallowing me, that is nothing. অস্থির সিদ্ধান্তে রহিনু মজিয়া হরি ভক্তি রইল তুই। Must have our standpoint fixed. unmovable standpoint we must have, and that is the real wealth. We shall be able to know what is what. Anyone will come and catching by my ear will drag me to a particular direction. And I am showing so many pieces of devotional practices. That's nothing. We must stand on the ground, have our stand, and we will be able to know what is what. There are mainly of different types of exploitation, and then that of renunciation, and then of Viri Bhakti. These are the Nikhila Bhuvana Maya, Chinna Vichhinna Katri, Vivudha Bahula Migga Mukti Moham Tadatri, Shikilita Vihi, Raga Radha, Radhe Sudhani, Virasata Nittam Bhakti Siddhanta Vani. The Bhakti Siddhanta Vani has a particular position. What is it? That? That so many acharyas with their own offerings, they are coming to canvass us and to make their disciples. They copied Patanjali, Buddha, Jaimin, so many. I want to be their prey. Otherwise, no man's land. Everyone will come to capture me. Anyone will come to entice me. I must not have such position. A chaste position I must have. That is valuable. So many pandits get their signature to that Krimikantha, king of Kerala, where Shiva is the highest conception of divinity. His minister wonder, so many signs you see, it is all established already. No, the signatures that is given here we see, there is no position. If you can collect a Ramanuj signature of Ramanuj, then of course it is. We can accept. And knowledge, the absolute characteristic of knowledge is possible. We have to admit that. Chiddanti Sadva Samsaya. A knowledge of that quality is possible. Vidyati Hridayagranthi Chiddanti Sadva Samsaya. Absolute knowledge is possible to acquire. We must understand first that it is possible to come in touch with absolute knowledge. Chiddanti Sattva Samsaya. Such knowledge is there. We can eliminate all other existing sorts of opinions to be wrong.
Maharaj, what is the meaning of chastity for the proper disciple?
Chastity, that is faithful to the cause, faithfulness to the cause for which he has come. Is a relative term. So chastity, unchangeable adherence to Krishna consciousness, that is chastity in the absolute sense. There may be relative chastity. Sincerely, he is finding into his interest in a particular plane. Not sincerity is complete there. We think only sincerity is complete when one comes to accept Krishna consciousness of Godhead. Others are all relative. And no knowledge is just than Krishna consciousness. And in Krishna consciousness also, one may not think that he is, by beginning, by getting the touch of Krishna consciousness, he has acquired the whole thing. So, according to his getting pure conception of Krishna consciousness, the hazy conceptions, and the pure Krishna consciousness, that is degree, and by his arrangement he is becoming more chaste and chaste. This way. Chastity means our adherence to the truth. The truth, we have come to realize that truth is in Krishna consciousness. And the Krishna consciousness is not a limited thing that only when one has got in his hand, but he has swallowed that. It is also infinite character. And there is gradation, and there is the room of progress in Krishna consciousness. So one, true to his own sincere progress, he is chaste. We shall say so. Not to the figure. Bhaso vetti no vettiva. Such strong expression is also there. Bhaso vetti no vettiva. All right is love. Krishna consciousness. It is unlimited. Still there is a possibility of conceiving its purity and the adulterated form, and the acharyas, they have given it to us. It has come in classification we find. Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan Isha Ishabdarakan Tat Prakashamsta Tat Shaktim Krishna Chaitanya Sangakam. And Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha. First rank that we come in direct contact with. First, this rank. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha. Then Shastra Guru, the authentic Shastra given by whom? And with the help of that, this first section of Guru comes to help us. Sirupam Sadvajatam Saragana Raghunatham Nitantam Sajivam, who has given in a permanent shape what is Krishna consciousness. Though not direct, but through our Guru, their experienced things are given to us, extended to us. Then Vaishnava Sadvaitam Savadhutam Vaijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam, who originally came to distribute himself the thing What is that? That has been given by Rupa Goswami, the Shastra makers. So the original giver section that. And what they gave? Sri Radha Krishna Pad, Sarvamlita Sri Radha. By 4 stages it has been introduced to us. What our Guru Maharaj told, everything may not be understood and accepted in the beginner stage. But afterwards we have to realize, oh, what he told, this is its meaning. Just as when I was in Madras, I found in a Bas Puja address, Professor Sanyal told that I don't want Krishna, but because you say that I have necessity with Krishna, so I worship him. I take his name. I could not understand what is this. We have come out for Krishna, and who can give Krishna? In search of that we have come to Guru. That was my understanding. I came out for Krishna and Mahaprabhu. Then who can give me the real conception of Krishna, Gauranga? I have come to search out for him, and then I find Guru. But he says, because you say that I have got necessity with Krishna, so I connect. I want to connect with Krishna, otherwise not. I did not understand. But in Radha Kunda once, when the Bharatpur state Dewan, with his family, came to circumambulate Radha Kunda, respectfully, by lying and measuring in this way. Then Paramananda Prabhu, a favorite disciple of Prabhupada, he came and informed Prabhupada that Prabhu, they also, the Dewan and the family, they also have great respect for Radha Kunda. They have great. Prabhupada answered, their devotion for Radharani and ours are of different type. They have got reverence and devotion for Radharani because they have got direct reverence for devotion for Krishna, and because Radharani is favorite to Krishna, they also revere Radharani. But our case is different. Our concern with is Radharani. And because Radharani wants Krishna, so we also want Krishna. Then that was clear in me after 3-4 years. So whenever we come approximately thinking that this is truth, we cannot receive or understand the whole of it. If we are in this line, gradually it will come to our realization. Many things still we find in Shastra. After, in the process of realization, such things will come. In Bhava Bhakti, there is Khanti Rabhakta Kalapta Bhakti Manasunnata, Ashabanda Samskanta, Namugani Sadaruchi, all these things. And Prema Bhakti, according to the revelation, they have written the different stages, how it develops. Those are not within us. But that is given, and gradually we have to understand in this way. At the beginning, a beginner in the college getting admission, they may not expect to know anything about it.